हेलो एवरीवन, कैसे हैं आप सब। दिस साइड संदीप कुमार साहू एंड यू आर वाचिंग माय चैनल टैक्स अकाउंट स्किल्स बाय संदीप कुमार साहू. This channel has been specifically made for the awareness and promotion of income tax and accounting related concepts. So today we are going to discuss about tax incentives, tax planning and other investment related provisions. जैसा कि आप सबको पता है कि जब हम अपने सोर्सेस ऑफ इनकम को आइडेंटिफाई कर लेते हैं, उसे हम एग्रीगेट कर लेते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड ग्रॉस टोटल इनकम. सो नाउ दिस इज द टाइम फॉर टैक्स प्लानिंग. सो कैसे रिड्यूस करें टैक्स लायबिलिटी, यही आज हमें डिस्कस करना है. फॉर दिस वी आर हैविंग सेक्शन 80C, 80CCC, 80CCD and one for medical insurance, that is section 80D. After generating income from different sources like income from salary, income from house property, income from capital gain, income from business and profession, and at last income from other sources, we are going to aggregate all such income and will be called as gross total income. Out of such gross total income, one SSC, one income earner is entitled for certain deductions, and such deductions will be called as a tax planning, as a tax investment, and as a investment in forms of future returns. So here, when we talk about tax planning or tax deduction, section by section deductions are available under section 80C to 80U. First section is called section 80C, where an individual or HUF can invest in certain life insurance policies. Here, deduction will be available in respect of premium paid for life related policy in the name of individual himself, in the name of his spouse or any child, whether dependent or not. In case of HUF, such entitlement will be on the life of any member of the HUF. Here, one point is to be noted that deduction will be available. One will be entitled for premium amount paid during the year or 10% of the policy amount, whichever is lower. Such lower amount will be entitled for deduction under this concept. Next, premium paid for any annuity plan, any deferred annuity plan, contribution made to any provident fund, public provident fund or recognized provident fund. Such provident fund contribution is entitled for deduction under section 80C. Further, where amount have been deposited in Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana in the name of a girl child, then deduction is available under section 80C. Where subscription has been made to National Savings Certificate, where contribution have been made in any unit linked insurance plan, where any amount have been deposited in the fixed deposit for more than 5-year tenure, where contribution have been made to any mutual fund, where one person has taken housing loan, then principal amount of housing loan is entitled for deduction under section 80C. Further, tuition fee paid in respect of child's education for pursuing any higher education, then such tuition fees are entitled for deduction related with two child under section 80C. Further, to know about the maximum strength, maximum length of investment under section 80C. Here, anyone can make investment considering the future planning. But when we are talking about tax saving or tax planning, maximum limit for deduction under section 80C is rupees 1,50,000 only. Suppose in a year you are depositing in total rupees 2 lakh under section 80C by way of fixed deposit, mutual fund, PPF and principal amount of housing loan. One may be entitled only for deduction of rupees 1,50,000. Further, when we talking about section 80CCC, here deduction will be available in respect of certain pension plan of agencies other than government instruments, like the pension plan of Bajaj Viva, pension plan of ICICI. Such non-government pension plan will be entitled for deduction under this section. Here, maximum permissible deduction is rupees 1,50,000. Next section we can discuss about under same channel will be section 80CC related to pension scheme of the central government, where any pension plan of central government like Atal Pension Yojana have been taken by any SSC. Here one can claim deduction maximum rupees 1,50,000. However, where investment have been made under NPS, then additional deduction of rupees 50,000 is entitled to be claimed under section 80CC clause 1B. So maximum deduction under this section is rupees 2,150,000 for general and 50,000 related to NPS. At last, when we club all related section, that is section 80C, 80CCC and 80CCD, the aggregate amount we can claim under section 80CCE that may not exceed rupees 1,50,000. However, additional amount of rupees 50,000 is still available under section 80CCD clause 1B. Next we can discuss about deduction in respect of medical insurance premium under section 80D. Here, if you have taken any health insurance plan or medical insurance plan on the life of self, spouse or dependent children, then deduction will be available in respect of self and family member up to rupees 25,000. If any of the family member is senior citizen, then such deduction will be increased for rupees 50,000. Further, where such policy have been taken on the life of parents, then deduction will be entitled for rupees 50,000. However, where any preventive health checkup have been taken, then such amount will be limited maximum to the extent of rupees 5,000. But this 5,000 will be the inclusive amount of the limit of rupees 25,000 or rupees 50,000. So one has to keep in mind that normal deduction under section 80D will be entitled for rupees 25,000. But where there are senior citizen or related with parents, such amount will be increased up to rupees 50,000.